What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Today, guys, I want to go down the road of Tracee Ellis Ross. And if you guys know, Tracee Ellis Ross is the daughter of Diana Ross, right? And not only that, her father is Robert Ellis Cyberstein. Okay? Cyberstein. Now, of course, he got rid of Diana Ross in 1977 because he's smart. But Diana Ross is still living. She is 79 years old, one of the greatest talents of her generation. But because Tracee Ellis Ross had two parents that were extremely rich and successful, she had a big opportunity in life to see things that most Americans, let alone Americans, blacks, could see. Let's talk about that because it's very important. Okay. What do you mean when you say this, O'Shea? I'm glad you asked that question. She was allowed to see the world. For somebody like myself, I was 34 years old before I first left America. Now, Tracee Ellis Ross was in school in Switzerland at age 14 and boarding school. All right. Now, listen to this. She says this: I feel like I'm a child of the world. Growing up this way allowed me to understand that even though people may not speak the same language, we are all the same. That allowed me to feel safe anywhere. The things that make us different are what we make life so robust and textured. This is interesting. Okay. So you are able to see everything in the world, many different countries. And guess what? You're not race loyal either. Your dad is white, mom's black. You're mixed. You lived a very privileged life. You know where I'm going with this. Okay. You're talking about how all this helped shape your adulthood and wellness in life. This is interesting because at the same time, you've had all these experiences, all of these different people that you've met. And guess who Tracee Ellis Ross could never find? A husband. Now, this is getting interesting because we're going down a rabbit hole here, and I want you guys to understand this. Everything ain't the black man's fault. How can Tracee Ellis Ross, a woman who is half black, half white, privileged, you're exposed to, at a younger age, potential friends, mates, everything, childhood sweethearts, all of that. How come you're still single? And you're saying all the time that this person couldn't even come. Actually, she's embarrassing herself. This person that, it never came in my life. I never got, well, how? You've been all over the world. Now, if you're somebody from, Black America, Milwaukee, St. Louis, and you never been nowhere and you can't find a mate, it's still your fault, but it's better received because you haven't been so exposed. But how are you like this? You've been exposed, privileged. You've met the most educated people, the most talented people that money can buy. You've been around privileged situations. Most students do this and they go to Stanford, go to Yale, Harvard, ultra rich. They get married young because they meet people that we can't meet. And how is it that you are on Instagram taking thirst traps at 50? And can never be married? It sounds very similar to Tia Mowry. And what does that tell you? That the problem all the time ain't men. The problem is the person looking to date the men. And the problem is a lack of self-awareness and unaccountability. Because you even have people who are bisexual. Let me just go to this. Let's add another element, Keke Palmer. Keke Palmer is bisexual, which means that all genders are open. There's only two, okay? Male or female. All the other pronouns, let's simplify things today, okay? You also can interracially date. Keke Palmer likes white men. How do you explain Darius Jackson? A man who makes a lot less than her, who is financially not on her level, and Keke Palmer as a childhood sensation. She's also had a lot of privilege. How does she get to where she is today? Entitlement, not understanding what somebody else wants, believing you should deserve something because of who you are. So now it doesn't even matter about, well, I wish I could swirl and get me a white man. we need to be serious here. What happens is, what we're not dealing with is the fact that a lot of these ladies here just can't keep anybody interested for a long period of time. Why is that? Because no value to the other person that's valuable means bye-bye fast. Okay? You're not willing to give a man what he needs, what he desires, what he should have. You don't feel like you should give him that. What do you believe will happen to you? I will tell you, it is bye-bye quickly. Bye-bye fast. Goodbye, good night, good evening, peace out. All right? So these women get access to these guys and then they have to go. Then you go around all of your life blaming these particular men for not wanting you, or you're saying that they're not serious. But what have you done to offer these men anything when you've been exposed to them? See, the problem is when you're dealing with these guys who have options, they're not going to just accept you like that. Take it from me, a guy who sort of knows I don't have as much money as these privileged guys, but like I said, I can tell you, these guys are just not accepting anything anymore. They got something to lose. They're not going to do that. So you expect them to do that, and they're not going to do it. They won't do it. They have not did it. They will continue to not do it. So now you're upset about that. And some of these ladies keep talking about their experiences, and you're making it worse. Just don't even tell anybody, in my honest opinion, that, let's say, for example, I had somebody, or, I lived a privileged life. Don't even say that, because now it's like it really don't make any sense why you don't have nobody. You're just making it worse. Okay? You're making it worse. You don't have anybody and you've had access. We want to know why. And it's always going to be somebody's fault. So, okay, if it's black men's fault, how is it white zaddy's fault? Oh, it's white zaddy's fault now? Like, and at a point, it doesn't even make sense. You cannot make light of this, period. There is no way to make light of it. And they will try to. This is the funny part. They're going to try. Oh, yeah. They're going to try to make light of it, brothers. They're going to try to make light of it. I'm here to tell you, it's not going to work. It is not going to work at all. They're going to try to make light of it. I'm here to tell you, it's going to continue to go backwards. Why is it going to go backwards? Because we're not being serious. At any point, are we being serious? These conversations, guys, I'm sorry, it's not serious. And when guys look at this, it makes guys be like, you know what? I don't even want to deal with relationships right now, because this. How do you explain this? It's unexplainable. So, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.